Good morning, FGC.
Is it that time already?
It is that time.
Good Lord,
Big
this shook
weekend.
everything.
Big weekend though.
Is it?
It was a big weekend. We got some announcements and maybe something that Capcom never does.
What's that?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh well, tomorrow, as a matter of fact, they're having their live stream for announcing their spring thing coming up here soon. So there's gonna be a lot of like balance changes that are gonna be coming up, as well as they might be showing off Akira from Rival Schools. Maybe, we don't know. They're speculating it. Oro is gonna be probably gonna get some love and look in it. As you can see, his wonderful mug on the thing. The one thing I do have a problem with this new Oro is in Street Fighter 3, he only fought with one arm, right? He had his other arm like tied up in his
he was I'll give you a chance. I'm so powerful.
Yeah, he's too powerful to fight you. But now he's just like both hands out, whatever.
Really?
Like, I thought you said you could murder somebody with.
I haven't seen any footage of him at all, actually.
They showed off a little bit. They showed him like the 3D model of what he's gonna look like.
Oh man.
They showed it when they teased him. They teased him like last year.
Yeah, I remember. I didn't remember seeing it.
They tease what he looks like and everything like that, but it's like he fights with one arm, so boo, I say.
Yes, so, apparently the last person he fought with two hands was his father,
grandfather.
Yeah, grandfather, because he can match him.
Karen's grandfather.
Yeah, Karen's grandfather. Yeah. So the thing
is, it was
Karen
like a battle that lasted for like days. Like
yeah, like he's like, now that was fun, you know. I like the banter between him and not Zangief.
Sim. Actually, what they're saying also is they're going to be showing off, of course, discussing Rose, because Rose is like here for the most part.
Everybody's running more control. I didn't realize how popular she was until like all the feedbacks. Like, yeah, Rose in the game, definitely.
Yeah,
I'm like
Rose. What's that?
I was like Rose. I was thinking like Rose over Manat. Manat seems strong still.
Yeah, but Rose has a lot of stuff that people have liked for a long time, and I wonder how they're gonna like make her all gimmicky. And also they're gonna talk of course about Oro, and as well as there's new mechanics that they're gonna be talking about that are coming out at the end of the year as well. So I wonder what they're gonna add.
I mean, we already got V-Shift, which I've been using. V-Shift, I don't think still hasn't been like used to its greatest potential yet.
Nah.
But defensive options though.
What do you think they're gonna add to the game? What else can they add?
I don't know, man. Like people have been saying a second super for like ever. Like another utility
that'd be
super.
Neat, having like a second super. Because I mean, they've done that in other titles where they just add an additional super.
Well, I mean, the fact that you have two V triggers, why wouldn't you have two supers? You know what I mean? That's what's in the game. You got grounded supers and you got air supers, basically.
Right. I think the only characters that have two supers technically would be Akuma and Kage.
That's right, Kage does, because they have the demons.
He has a raging demon, and he has the Shinshuriken.
Yeah, so I think that'd be cool, but I mean, you know, even though I think V-Shift is great and everything like that, and I think it's still not being used to its great potential, any kind of defensive option you can put in the game is going to make it better.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, a game that's so momentum and offensive base heavy, you know what I'm saying? Like even though V-Shift is great that you can and the V-Shift I think is really fair too, because you can get stuffed if you do V-Shift at the wrong time. So and the fact that you don't have to. So V-Shift is the slide back, and then there's the V-Shift move. You can just slide back and punish somebody, or you can do the entire move out there. So it's a lot. Like I hit it on Colleen one time, and like it just felt so good because she was doing her stupid skates and everything like that, and everything. I hit a V-Shift, and then I hit a back leg on it. Like wow, it's like oh.
Yeah, I haven't touched Street Fighter in a good little minute. I haven't played it since the V-Shift has been introduced into as a game mechanic in the game. So I gotta see how it feels.
Ken got buffs, so I mean slightly buffs. I wouldn't even call him buffs. He's better. Let's put it like that. Another game.
Wow, you can't even. You're so upset.
Another game that I hadn't touched in a while, but showing a lot of love to. If you guys check out the page, me and Shadow Shell 88, you know we do our fighting game streaming on Sundays. Shout out to Tony Z's, that was definitely in the building.
Oh, Tony Z's was there, not Tony.
Tony Z showed up. You know what I mean?
No.
I assume he needed some sleep from whatever it is that he needs sleep from. So we put on some SOULCALIBUR 6. I remember shout out to 88. He got like third place alone in the first tournaments over here. I don't think it was CEO. I think it was one of the other ones over here. But yeah, Hwang came out about 3 months ago, but we're just getting on it, and he seems pretty OP. Pretty OP to the point that like he has a thing on his. He's a stance character, which I don't remember being a stance character. But to do some of the moves in his stance, he has to basically he has like 3 of them he can use during the match. You can gain 5 of them in the second one. But if he uses too many of his stances, his heavenly stances, you take damage on the beginning of the next round. So check the video out. The latest character. He's a ninja.
Kind of, sort of. He's like doing like some stealth Chinese like fighting. Oh, magic.
Unknown
magic.
Soul. So my talisman led me to you.
He's so cool. Yep, and that's all of them.
Do you think they're gonna do a third season?
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Disciple of darkness, you would do well to fear my shadow. I am the lightning that strikes down evil. Hwang.
And you get a bunch of customizable characters. You know how they do with SOULCALIBUR, customize the heck out of the character. But he was really dope. If you haven't seen any of the gameplay is amazing. We did some really stupid combos that you should not be able to do, but the game's just really fun.
That sounds about right. The game is fun. That's another game I haven't played in a good little minute.
And you know what? You can just straight out block their reversal edge now. You don't have to like usually reversal edge. If you held it, you automatically had to like take part in it. You can just straight up block reversal edge now.
Really?
Yeah, you don't have to deal with it at all. I mean, like of course, if you're doing like an attack, like you're like oppressive with the attack, you know, you can do reversal edge and get out of it. But if you just, you know, nobody can just go up to you, do reversal edge, and force you into a situation more. You can just block it.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I like to see how the gameplay is changed, because I played it like vanilla basically. So
yeah, they're like the update 5.0 or something like that now. And you know what, the online wasn't that bad either. So yeah, definitely go ahead and
because I played a couple online stuff and it was still kind of janky when I was still playing, but it wasn't like horrible. It was still kind of janky.
Yeah, I think
it wasn't like Tekken level bad sometimes. Like
one of the things they did with that one when they learned from Tekken when it came out was the fact that they made it like 8 frames negative anyway in the regular game. So when you go online, there's not really much of a difference between playing it online and playing it like it's like, yeah, we're gonna give you this delay in the base game. So like so delay is gonna feel the same online and offline, which actually worked in there. And I'm not sure if they went and did the rollback patch like they did in Tekken. But it felt really good. We only had one match that was janky, and we played for about an hour and a half, so it was pretty dope.
Not bad. not bad. I might jump back on it. I got to jump back on our Street Fighter. Got to jump back on that. But Guilty Gear's right around the corner. Like,
best time to be a fighting game, man. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. Then we're gonna have Street Fighter 6 and Melty Blood's coming. Like we got a lot. We got a lot coming. And I didn't even talk about the fact that Sega's probably bringing out another Virtual Fighter. We'll save that. Yeah, we'll save that for tomorrow and talk about the possible. Harada might be actually involved in that. So yeah, I got to learn more about this story. Yeah, he might be involved in making it a tournament fighter.
So basically, Tekken 2. Yeah. Tekken Light. They're just gonna make another Tekken. Virtual Fighter is just gonna be another Tekken.
I mean, Tekken's already a sequel based, a spiritual successor to the original Virtual Fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Spiritual, but this is gonna be like Tekken.
So they say. All right, we might as well just say it now. So Harada basically in a interview with the roundtable talk, if they had in Japan, he said that we need to get Sega here for the next one, right? And now Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Edition, Sega's doing some stuff that's probably going to be the next esports ring, and Harada might be the person who's probably like spearing them on to do it. Like, go ahead, push, go ahead, you guys got it, bring it back. So more on that story tomorrow.
It's been forever since we've had a Virtual Fighter. So
yeah. Like I said, people are still playing that game too. Like not in America, of course, but you can only get it on PS3. So they're trying to port that over to PS4 to make it where you can play it on PS5. And I mean, remember there was a lot of Virtua Fighter people that was brung into the Dead or Alive series, and so there's been things done, but I think there might be some behind the scenes push from that roundtable talk. A lot of things happen from that roundtable talk, man.
Yeah, that's another series that we haven't really seen. Well, haven't seen a good title in a good little minute. Was not Virtua Fighter, Dead or Alive.
Yeah,
the last one was kind of
it's the way they did the DLC was pretty dirty.
Bad.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Really bad. Yeah. The game was actually good. The way they handled the pricing and stuff was really bad. But that's gonna do it for this week's Good Morning Gamer, Good Morning FGC. We'll highlight you guys tomorrow. More Virtua Fighter talk for me and other stuff. I'm Red K.
I'm the loneliest wolf by choice.
I'll be good, be safe, keep playing games, and I'm out. Peace.